Hello and welcome, world. This is me, Thorbear.
Hello.
With me, I have.
My name's Chris. I'm a new player. Please go easy on me.
Please be nice to new players.
I should actually say I'm a new streamer. Please go easy on me.
And now we have the game of Johan Dyrlind against Oskar Sibek, the Merc boss. So we have actually a kind of funny situation here because Johan predicted that Merc boss would go Osram, and that way he changed his list. But Merc boss also predicted that.
Yes.
And changed it into Thexus.
So what you're telling me is that Johan got out-rused. Like,
Yes.
hardcore out-rused.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what happens when you sometimes just overthink a matchup. Right, no. Just play the degenerate list. Come on. So, instead of the boring game, which is why we were late, because I literally just went downstairs to go shit talk with people instead of commentating over Osram versus Makeda2, we have Makeda1 with some models I'm not aware of, versus Thexus with models I am
And now
aware of. Oh, we've been interrupted by... Okay, what's up?
Hello. What do you want?
Hello.
No, I'm just checking if you people
Okay.
are actually still here.
Ah,
There
yeah.
we are.
Well,
Definitely still here.
And yes. Hello.
I don't want anything else.
Okay.
You need
do you want to join us?
anything? You need anything? No, I think I
No.
need to like.
Can I get some water, please, or
What?
water, please, or water?
More water?
Yeah.
You want water? Water? I don't understand your weird dialect. You're talking broken Swedish English.
The like. So we have Makeda1 with a Mammoth, a Moloch, a Gladiator, a Kriya, Legends, Min Handlers, an Extaller, Orin, and a Gremlin Swarm. So it's very heavy on the reliance on Mammoth and Moloch to kill stuff.
Oh, well, okay. I guess that's how we're doing this. Perfect. Awesome. This probably will not end well, but that's okay. Okay, so I see where the Osram tech is, because if this was built for Osram, then the whole point is basically, if that Gremlin Swarm enters a zone and you feat with Makeda, then that Gremlin Swarm is invincible.
Oh, it's built for Signar. That Gremlin Swarm is there to eat electric leaps.
Yeah, that would work too.
But yeah, and it's decent. But this is a really strong alpha list because you can threaten 13 inches with the Mammoth, and then if it gets into something, she walks up behind it and she jackhammers it.
This Makeda still has Quicken, right? So
Yeah.
she can also just Quicken the Mammoth, run it 12 inches right at you, 14 with Rush, and then jackhammer it as well, if need be.
Yeah, with 2 inches you've reached, so it's 16 inches in threat on jackhammer. But that's usually when you do that, you don't get enough work out of it to be worth throwing away your Mammoth.
That has to be a caster kill, but, you know, it's there. You tell people you've got that, and then, you know, whether you actually follow through on that is a completely different story.
You never follow through on that, usually. But, yeah. And then Moloch has his own thing in this list, because he has a really long assassination
Yeah.
threat. Because he can charge something, sidestep twice, then cast his Animus to reposition 5.
And then get
And then
jackhammered.
get jackhammered.
Yeah,
with,
okay.
With +2 mat from the spell. What's
Carnage.
its name? Carnage.
Yeah.
He kills any caster, more or less.
I don't know, that seems a bit less good, just because if you're casting Carnage, then you're only got 3 jackhammers swings.
Yeah, but you...
Yeah. If you can get it working, then yeah, definitely.
Like 3 jackhammers against Haley usually kills her.
Yeah.
That's like...
So I think the problem here is that he's playing against bin men. So he's playing against Thexus. It looks, as far as I can tell, I'll go through the list if you got it, because...
Okay, yeah, sure. It's 30 units of dudes, 3 yaks, and 3 heavies, I think. I don't really care. It's Thexus. It's a lot of stuff that do a lot of things.
Yes. So, as far as I can tell, it's probably going to be... It looks like double record... Oh, fuck. Give me the list. I'll have a look at it.
So we have Thexus with Warden. What the fuck is this? Why are you Didn't I take a picture of Thexus? Why are you?
I think you just wrote Thexus in all caps, and then that was basically it.
So Warden, Wrecker.
Wrecker.
3 agitators, 2 units of overlords, 3 units of benders, 3 units of men slavers. No, 1 max, 2 men slavers.
Okay.
So anyway, it's
how many
a lot
benders
of
he got? 2 units?
Benders are 3 units.
3
3
units.
max units of benders.
Okay, and he's got 1 max and 2 men. My gut feeling is going to be the max unit will ambush, but that's just because every game they usually ambush.
I actually don't like max units ambushing. I think it's better with a min unit. Because they're gonna do the same thing either way, and you have less points off the board.
Yeah, but with the max unit, you get more. They're stickier because there's just more of them. And I don't know. I've usually found the max unit just be fine, perfect. But I can't buy that argument. Depends, I guess, what the matchup is for. If they're there to just contest the zone, then the minion is fine. If they're there to go in and just basically be the biggest pricks in the world, then and like gradually roll up a flank, which they can do, then that's a different story. Also, if your opponent leaves like a heavy for them to just get fucked by, well, you want a max unit to like probably screw it. Anyway, it's Thexus. He's got 2 wardens and he's got a wrecker. I would basically at this game looks like Makeda will lose unless Makeda kills the fuck out of Thexus, and at that point Makeda will win.
No, I think this is actually kind of nice. You have Mammoth. It can do a surprising amount of work, and this scenario you can back off quite well.
Agreed. Actually, it's well.
Like
an agitator, it looks like, is going straight for that flag. I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 of his agitators are positioned such that they can go contest that flag. So I think Thexus will put a fair bit of scenario pressure. Like, you see the Wrecker is towing in that zone. That is basically going to be his house.
Yeah.
And actually no, the 2 agitators, one of them looks like he's going to run for Johan's flag.
Yeah.
And then the second one, yeah, that one's positioned. It's that yellow agitator he just moved there. I think it's next to one of his wardens. And its purpose is probably going to be to run to either flag.
And now we have the classic, well, this forest has a 3. That's annoying. Let's move it out of the way.
Yes. Oh, no. Turn 1. No, before the game, trees stay on. First turn, trees come off.
Yes.
Welcome to War Machine. I think Johan, basically, because Johan, as has been said here, Johan has been heavily rused.
Yes.
Due to Oscar. So it really is up to Johan to make or break this game, because I think if this game just goes to its conclusion, that Mammoth is going to become a drudge. And then Mark Khan is going to get pushed out TK'd and become a drudge. And then Makeda is just going to get fucked.
But yeah,
So this will be...
The Mammoth can probably kill a lot of stuff with its guns and keep safe this turn. Like, you put it in as far back in the circle and the square zone as possible, and you contest the flag with the Gremlin Swarm and the Kriya or something.
Yeah, well,
the trench and stuff.
One awkward thing for Johan is actually that he went first, because it means that the Thexus is going to score a shit ton of points. It's Oscar, right? Is the Thexus player? Yeah.
Merc boss. Oscar.
Merc boss. Yeah. Okay. Cool. From
the boss.
The boss. So the personal experience, right? Thexus hates actually colossals with good anchor guns. Like a conquest is his fucking worst nightmare because it's got creeping barrage and it has a shit ton of AoEs, and they're very good at killing bin men, drudges. No, it isn't about dropping Makeda1 to Ostrom. Please explain that, Torb. Because you know this guy better than I do, and you know what crazy thoughts are in it.
Makeda1 hits incredibly hard, ridiculously hard. So if you expect an brick list like Merc Boss's Osram is, then Makeda1 out-threats it and hits hard enough to put it in the dirt. And the shooting isn't that important because you have a Kriya, so you can protect yourself from the worst of the shooting.
I guess there's the other fact that getting crit staggered, unlike the Signar matchup where it's I just lost 39 points. The Mammoth can, because of Makeda's jackhammer, can run and then jackhammer. Well, actually, I don't know if you can still run if you lose your initials.
Yes, I think you can.
Oh well, wait. This is how much we know about this bullshit matchup, guys. That said, like, Ostrom has serious trouble dealing with a Gremlin Swarm. Like, he literally cannot kill it on feet turn, so you can stall scenario like a bitch. And even off feet turn, like, Ostrom's list tends to lack magical weapons as a matter of course. I'm assuming this is going to be in Hammer Strike, as most Ostrom lists are.
Yes, it is. Now that the toilet's out, almost all lists are in Hammer.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can go through the other list in a second. I just have to...
Well, let's see if
I'm trying to be smart and like doing two things at once. That's always good.
So I guess the first question is basically whether Makeda goes for the feet and have his... Because one of the other cool things about this list is the legends. Because they can do a lot of work under, well... the feet, because they won't die. So they get 2 turns of just rubbing, like, just smashing people in the face. Which is good, because you kind of need that kind of survivability versus Thexus. You'd have to be careful for stuff like Thexus just telekinetically tiding all of the legends out of the way,
or out of the feet,
and then turning them into bin people and just other shit like that. The other thing I would be watchful if I was Johan is getting like killed by stim pack drudges, like adrenaline flooded drudges.
Yep. But. Hey, that's Twitter then. So if we go through, like, the cost to kill trick is there with Moloch. Like, that's a key piece to how this list keeps Texas honest.
Yes.
Because Moloch can just charge something. If he doesn't get TK'd, he can charge something and do stuff. If he gets TK'd, he can run towards stuff and do other stuff.
Yes. Or trample.
Trample, Animus, do cool stuff.
Yep.
Trample some more.
And no, Charmat, I don't know how this fucking Swedish meta works. Apparently they they don't even run Hurricanes with their double Storm Striders. It's a really weird place. Stink pack.
So yeah, Ostrom was 3 drillers.
Wait, what are they doing? Is there something happening? The dice are being shaken. This could mean anything.
I think...
It's rolling a 6.
Oh, 1 dice. What is...
What the fuck do you roll a 6 on 1 dice for? Is that, Oh, it's a scatter. Okay, so the Mammoth is now, looks like, is aiming and shooting.
Do you think he should aim, or do you think he should walk backwards like 2 inches?
I don't think it matters, because I think he's still in threat range. So, does Makeda still have Defender's Ward?
No.
Oh, okay, well, that's kind of...
No, she has Quicken nowadays.
Okay, well... okay, let me think about this.
I think those 2 inches is really important.
Okay, so the important thing, like, the... heavies don't actually matter that much. Like,
no.
A heavy getting to your thing is gonna just not do that much. So it's basically about whether the Mammoth can tank being, like, drudged a lot.
Yeah, so you need to kill all the drudges that, like, are in the way of stuff.
Yes.
And now we're seeing scatters of AoEs.
Well,
this is why I think the Mammoth is pretty good in
this, it's like a conquest. It basically is a really good anchor piece. To be fair, if it aims, it goes to Rat 6, which is...
Yeah. Acceptable,
yeah. I'm more or less assuming that Thexus put up D-Cell, although I can't see the marker, and he killed a surprising amount with it. Oh, I'd probably boosted, to be fair. Okay, that looks like a... God damn it, can you roll it close to the camera, you fucks?
No.
Okay, so he's boosting damage on something, which is probably the blast damage.
Yeah.
So...
Like, if he can get some agitators to different things and...
Yes.
Kill the unit leaders, because their blast damage goes through their sack pawn, right?
They don't have sack pawn, they just got stealth. Oh, you mean the agitators have stealth and sack pawn, which is really fucking gross, by the way.
But with boosted power 8, should be able to kill them either way.
Yeah, and they don't have tough.
No.
So as someone who's played against Thexus a fair bit, the general experience is basically... it does come down to a fair bit of, like, how well are they tough, but it's also just... Drudges can get to that point where they're just annoying enough to kill. They're not easy to kill.
Yeah.
And that's when things go wrong.
Now we're seeing him miss a lot of shots, so I don't know. It doesn't seem like it was worth it to
aim. Perhaps.
So I would really have liked him to back those 2 inches up.
Yeah.
Sure, now he got to see what the Mammoth killed first.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna try for some bullshit assassination. I don't think so, given the way
No,
he's been
there's
shooting.
no lane there.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I don't... He could have been going for the, okay, let's see if the mammoth kills a shit ton of stuff. But I don't... So, do you know what Quicken is?
Quickness +2 speed. Or what do you mean?
Where it is right now.
Oh, it's on the mammoth.
Okay, well then... Awkward, because if it was on Molokana, I could be like, okay... Mammoth goes in.
The mammoth needs its first turn to get up. So I'm
True.
guessing that it will be cycled here into Moloch.
Alright, my
And
guess then is that Johan is going to try and stall for a turn.
Yes.
And then go nuts, because I think I can get behind that. He might have to, like.
Yeah, I was thinking here that he pulls back the mammoth so that it's just touching both zones,
Yes,
and
like
then he can get like 3 adrenaline grudges into it, I think,
yeah, I think so.
and that shouldn't kill it. But okay, no, he's feeding this
okay,
turn, so
no.
he's going in.
Yeah.
So
Okay, then that makes more sense.
then
So, is
he
it-
should probably have moved closer.
Where
if
the
he
fuck
was
is
going to
Makeda?
feed.
Is he just gonna? Interesting. Is he just gonna use Makeda the feet defensively, like put the legends in, like just in front of the mammoth, run them that way?
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
I
we
don't like that. I think that's a bad plan. Or maybe just protect.
Wait, where the fuck is Makeda?
She's standing there. She's standing next to the legends.
Huh.
There are
Okay.
like four infantry models in this army.
Yeah, that's fair. Plus beast settlers, but
Yes. And Orin stands behind Moloch like he always does, being a good friend.
yeah. So I guess my only issue is, okay, good. Move Makeda away from the fucking wrecker, because I'm pretty sure that wrecker is in threat range of you. Okay, good. Johan, like, I hope he's at least checking the threat.
I don't think he understands the wrecker's threat range.
Yes. When Cephalix first came out in MK2, I remember one of my friends basically coming up with a list, like, because everyone immediately latched on to drudge spam. We went like,
Yeah.
no, best list, Exelon Thexus, maximum unit of wreckers, which is a max unit of large base models is 5, and you could do a min unit of wreckers with a couple of wardens, which is 3 and 2. And then the rest of it was filter taste, but we were just like, that's really dumb, why would you do that? And then it's like, oh wait, wreckers just are fucking ridiculous. And they've only gone both more ridiculous and comparatively cheaper, so yay.
And they're fueled for free now, so...
Yes.
Or free, but you have to activate some models. But it
They're
doesn't
fueled
really
for free.
matter.
They'll pretend that they have like costs and stuff, but they don't. Okay, I don't know
So
what's...
now we're seeing a Moloch.
What the fuck is going on?
This is Moloch's threat range.
I mean, yes, so...
Welcome to Moloch Town.
Is it gonna be that Moloch is gonna sidestep on that wrecker and kill the fuck out of that asshole?
I
What?
think so.
I think so. Yeah, that's definitely what's happening. Okay, cool. I think he's attacking a Overlord, which is good because the Overlord... Well, okay, it's good and bad. It's bad because their def is high. It's good because Moloch... I think he put up Carnage, actually.
Yeah, he put up Carnage.
Okay, right. So, it's good...
Not when you snake eyes the
Shit,
first.
that's not great. He's thinking about like doing the out of activation boost, which I don't know about. I think you just go for the next attack. Yeah. Okay, but you do need to nail this one, otherwise you're fucked.
Yeah, otherwise you've put in Molly Karn without anything.
Okay, he's got it.
Yeah,
Did a Carnage, by the way, because he rolled a 6.
yeah.
So now Moloch says hello.
So you're trading Moloch for
A
one
wrecker, but
wrecker.
this doesn't seem great either way.
It's not one of those great trades that you love so much.
So what we're seeing here, to me, is one of the things that Thexus does, which is that his feet is more scary the longer you hold it. Like, if you think about it right now, it's really hard for Thexus to actually feet, because
Yeah.
he's blocked in by a million fucking assholes. However, he can just say, I got my feet. All your models can go wherever the fuck they want. That's some damage.
Not rolling really hot, but
Yep.
I love that he's putting focus on it like it's gonna survive.
I mean, it might survive at this rate. That doesn't
Oh
look
my.
like that doesn't look like a good damage roll.
No, it was a 9, so it wasn't that bad, but you know.
Does Moloch still have like 5 fury under Makeda, or is it just 4?
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
I
a
don't know
hit.
what
That's
his
a-
bond is anymore, actually.
I think it's. God, now I have to look this up. Goddamn Skorne people. Why can't you have good rolls? I remember.
But this attack should probably be enough, and it knocked out the cortex, so
Yep.
it's good either way. Hey.
Dead Wrecker?
That record.
Dead Wrecker. Okay, cool. Good.
Then we don't need to know if it's...
His bond, by the way, is actually just sidestep. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so he only gets sidestep with Makeda. But he's power 14 on his falchion, so he's gone to 16. So it's dice -1. Yeah, okay, that should be a Dead Wrecker.
Yeah, it was...
If anything, it's a bit unlucky here that Johan didn't get more value out of Moloch Khan, but oh well.
If the legends run up, then he forces a feat to clear them and then clear Moloch.
Yep.
But then the Mammoth is in a questionable position, right?
Okay, that's Orin walking up.
He's
I think
gonna
Mullen
bolt
is...
something, right?
He
Or is
is
that a-
bolt. No, I think he's bolting something. Because realistically, Orin cannot die on Makeda's feet turn. Like, it literally cannot. And Orin is how you not get bullshitted by a lot of Thexus's tricks.
But he doesn't... He didn't move it aggressive enough to...
Then I guess he's stealthed. Ah, yes, here we go. So,
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
so they are running into the way for
yeah.
that.
I'm not sure this will 100% work, but
No, but I think he's okay if Texas Feed is here
Yeah.
for getting the Mammoth.
yeah. I don't think it kills the mammoth. And it'd be really sad if he did, I'll put it that way.
Everything kills a Mammoth.
Yeah, that thing
2
is...
Forsakens kill a Mammoth.
Oh dear.
It was actually 2 Forsakens and Abby too. She didn't have to buy attacks, though. Because, yeah.
So one of the amusing things is the beast handlers in this matchup. You certainly want to position them aggressively because they're incredibly good against drudges.
Yes.
For what it's worth, the Gremlin Swarm has moved as well to basically be like contest that flag. It looks like turn is passed.
So yeah.
All right, I don't know I like any of this. I really don't.
So now he cycled Quicken as well, so now
Okay, so-
nothing. Now the Mammoth doesn't threat as far with Jackhammer stuff.
Yep.
So I think this game is over here. I think he loses Moloch and then they put themselves in a nice circular ring around the Mammoth and slowly start to choke out this game.
Perhaps. I think it does honestly come down to what the mammoth does, because
Yeah, the Mammoth guns are really powerful and can
yeah,
those AoEs can, so like you have to run well into like Johan's square zone with stuff from up there.
yeah.
And it
Okay.
doesn't look like he's ambushing with anything.
I mean, I could
Maybe
go out.
he's
I
Merc
could go
bottom.
outside and find out for you, but I kind of don't want
No,
to.
but like he isn't like. Okay, now maybe he is. I don't know. But anyway, because there's 1 unit, 2 units.
Yes,
He should
okay,
be.
he is ambushing because
Yeah.
there they are. All right, so it looks like he was ambushing with a minion of drudges.
Yay! It's a min unit. Told ya.
Fucking Swedes, you're all backwards.
We do things differently. We do them better. But yeah.
You know I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
You had to play in the kiddie pool to qualify.
I know, it was fantastic. It was actually funny because I was just like, fuck, I'm just gonna paint these models, right? I put all this effort to paint these dumb models on a holiday. Okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna use them at least once.
And then you won the tournament.
Yeah, it was the kiddie pool. The only problem was that every other player in the WTC was also in there because they also wanted to dodge all the shitty Fleet and Signar players.
But half our VTC players are shitty Signar players, so...
Fair enough.
They weren't in there.
Yep. I will say, convergence in that format is kind of unfair.
But the good convergence player lost, right? Game 1 or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How did Oslov lose to? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Oh, what did Olov lose to? I'm just trying to think now.
It was Magnus, I think.
Okay, well, there you go.
He tried to kill some random Quickscaster. Like...
Oh yeah,
Shade 1 or something.
No, that's right. This was one of the things I heard. Okay, so as I said, it's a dodge Ghost Fleet. You just play champions, right? Fantastic. Yeah. Someone was playing Ghost Fleet with Agatha. Now, this is so conflicting because on the one hand, Agatha is a shit caster. She's really bad. But on the other hand, Ghost Fleet is really good, and not many people are prepping. Oh, by the way, there's a feat going up, but no one cares.
No, that's not a feat. That's a decay, right?
That looked diceless to me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a feat.
So he's feeding... Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a feat.
Anyway, so it was just like, Agatha is really bad. But then again, if you lose against Ghost Fleet, well, it's still Ghost Fleet, right? But then again, if you lose against Agatha, no one is going to give you any sympathy.
You lost against Agatha. No, you didn't lose. You won that tournament.
Yeah, well, I thankfully dodged that one as well.
You dodged every good player. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, definitely.
It was only luck that you won.
Yeah. I'm not that great a player, let's be honest. I
don't understand why he's pushing them apart.
I think he's trying to make a line for drudges to go through. So one of them's got, I think the one on the far...
The one on the top got a spell.
Spear, so that's probably the reach guy. I think the one next one is Maracas, and then the third one is the one with the 1-inch reach swords. Okay, so that means that he's basically clearing a path to apply drudges to Mammoth.
Yes, but that's only like two drudges or something.
Yes.
That's if he pushed them all to the same edge, that could have given him more drudges.
I don't know. I think that was about the best you get with drudges. I think if he's going for... But he's not going for another TK as well, which is a bit weird. So, like, okay, this is another aspect of Thexus'
I think
feat.
he's gonna TK with TK Molek to kill it.
I wouldn't... Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Okay, no, he's not.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Is that... Are those Mindbenders? Fucking why are Thexus... Why... Okay, this is going to be racist as fuck, but why do all these Cephalix people all look the same?
This is slavers, right?
I don't think so. They're benders. I'm pretty sure they're applying, like, the juice. Yeah, okay, that's definitely looks like the juice. So for people not aware, benders, basically, adrenal flooding is going on here. I believe it adds their mat and their power, so... The funny thing is, he hasn't TK'd Moloch around, which is... What the hell? Why are they lying down on the job now?
He's just... I don't know, but he's... these are the ones he's paying for. He's marking that he's paid for adrenal glands. I don't know why he doesn't have tokens for this. That looks...
Yes!
But, okay. He needs to buy tokens. For his stuff.
We got tokens back there. What the fuck?
But Merc Boss has been playing Mercs for so long that he didn't have. He bought the tokens before them.
Sure. Okay, so it looks like he's
got
got
3.
Why
they are lying around there.
Yeah, me neither. So it looks like he's got 3 drudges in with juice and 1 without juice. Because by the way, drudges only have half an inch melee threat. That will miss. Yeah, it's a 3. No, that hits.
Leader got 1 inch, right?
I don't know. Well,
He measured 1 inch for the leader.
so possibly
pretty
he does.
sure the leader got 1 inch.
Yeah, well, whatever. Basically, the leader has anatomical, so that's interesting.
He got retaliatory strike, Moloch.
I don't... Oh, wait, possibly because of the feet.
You're right, the feet, yeah. Of course.
Interesting. That would explain why this is all going on, is because I think he's just trying to use Moloch to just, smash things. I don't know how well that will work, but...
But retaliatory strike is just 1, so it's...
Yes. Is it? Well, let's check the rules.
No, retaliatory strike is once.
Okay, well, then he just killed a random drudge, I guess.
No, he toughed a random drudge.
Oh, well, that's great.
So yeah, we're seeing...
Wait, was that dead Moloch already?
Yeah, of course. 3 adrenaline glands.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright.
That killed him.
Yeah, I mean, he's out of everything, so that's fair, but...
So now we're seeing here, the drudges go up to 2 points.
Yeah.
This turn, and then...
So the fun... Yeah.
I don't think he can take this flag down Johan's flag.
No, but he'll contest it to stop Johan from scoring, is more than less what's likely to happen. So, the funny thing is, Cephalix have a lot of magic attacks to kill the Gremlin Swarm.
Yeah, but it's the feet. What am I thinking about? It's the feet. Of course he's not gonna kill the Gremlin Swarm.
Yeah. Like, they'll prep in... they'll just basically start cracking their knuckles and be in range to kill him the following turn.
Yes. Now this, half moon around the...
Yeah.
Spreading them out in a nice...
I'm gonna take a guess and assume also that, given the lack of things Thexus did, he cast D-Cell. I think the prep here is basically to try... He might jam the Mammoth, but more realistically, I think he's just gonna kill it over 2 to 3 turns, because he's sort of encircled it and apply scenario pressure at the same time. So, he's gonna go up 2 points, because he's gonna have his flag in his zone. Then the next turn, he's going to try and kill that Gremlin Swarm on the far flag there with his millions of Overlords, and then score 3 points for the win. He's probably also going to tell, Johan, okay, look, if you're not... Well, what? More sleeping drudges!
More drudges getting pushed into... So here I think it's 2, I think, going in with...
Oh, it'll be 3. You get 3 for every, adrenal flooded stuff.
Can 3 of them fit in?
I assume that's what he's trying to work out. It's just kind of awkward because, I don't know, those drudges are in the way.
No, but the freeze range. So I don't think he can fit that many through that.
I think I agree, unless they walk.
So I think he
that's
can
a
get
charge.
2 in.
Yeah.
So I think that's... Oh, it's charging... Oh, okay. So
that was very cavalier.
That was very sloppy.
Guys proxy this shit out, it matters. Unless... Yeah, they might be commenting about that, actually.
But, okay. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it's only... No, but it's 1 inch and half inch and 2 inch, right? So
yes, so it's half inch... Oh, it is only half inch and 1 inch. 2 inch reach guy is probably too far away, which... Well, random misplay.
Yeah, they should be 4 inches apart because of the push. But that's still not that big of an angle. Then you have 2.5 inch to go through, and the angle should be quite... I would have liked that proxy based.
Yes, unless he basically walked, at which point I'm like, okay, sure. Because then you can definitely fit that in. So he's hitting... We'll see how many die he rolls. That's... 2 die. Okay, yeah, so he walked through, that's why.
Okay, yeah.
And Mammoth Retaliatory Strikes, and Toughs a Drudge. No, just murders a Drudge.
Never hit...
Oh, no, he actually did charge. Okay, what the shit? God damn it, guys. Don't make me go all Asian dad on this shit.
Hey, more toughing drudges.
More toughing drudges. Such a worst fucking feeling, too.
So that's 10 damage into Mammoth or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
So it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But it's starting to work on it. slowly. But
So really what you want against... surprise, surprise. What you really want against, like, this many dudes is you want, like, decent long-range guns on a wide angle in a variety of different configurations.
maybe with some kind of electroleap thing, you know.
I was thinking
to-
rifleman, to be perfectly honest, but yeah, that
Okay.
would... Like,
You're a Cater player.
I am a Kador player. I am a dirty, filthy Kador player. I don't
Okay.
understand things like good models, for instance. Okay, why is he attacking the gremlin swarm that's unkillable? Maybe to just put wounds on it, now
Yeah,
that I
why
think about it.
not?
I guess why not? Or he's attacking the Krayo.
No,
Just-
he did it once just to make sure it's on one box.
Yeah, actually that's fair. Not terrible.
It's 1 damage into caster and yeah, might as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like shooting the Kreia is gonna do very much here.
It's not like the Krayo is going to do much, period.
I don't know what's happening.
So the main problem I have is I'm not sure what... Now that Johan is... Basically, it feels like Johan went all in on something that was really random. I'm not sure what that would have done.
No, that was just the bad. I think either he should have pulled back and waited 1 turn, or he should have gone in harder.
Could have gone all in on the assassination immediately, which would have been a really quick cast, incidentally. We could have gone food. Okay, so I think he's he's rotating that record to score the that flag, and that zone, and then he's got another record. I think what he's trying to do, because if you notice right where Thexus is, he isn't actually against the wall. He's like a little behind. I think the intent is basically to stop the mammoth from running and getting there, which he can't do because he doesn't have Quicken. But
He can't reach that far either way.
yeah, but no, better safe than sorry. Let's be honest.
Arm 16, power 8 blasts.
You
Yes,
know, if he
focus.
randomly die, actually, if he well, the thing is, right, is that he also has sack pawn, so no, it's not going to
No,
work.
but the blast damage. You can shoot the yak and then shoot the heavy and then.
He's got 3 focus on him, and probably.
And that's what I said. Power 8 versus arm 16.
You mean armor 21? Yeah, good work, guys.
Why? Yeah, arm 21. So like, you can do some points of damage.
This is my I'm agreeing with you face.
What else are you supposed to do in this situation? There's not like there's any options, right?
Well, we've been really broadcasting like kind of very straightforward games. Get
We-
rused at. Yeah,
This was going to be, and then a very fun game, I think, and then
Yeah.
they tried to outlist chicken each other.
Yeah. So, lesson here, guys, is that this is what happens when you get too caught up in list chicken. Sometimes you just gotta say a spade is a fucking spade, and maybe I should play the list that is just good into everything.
No, Mew Cats is.
I'm not sure what Cats would do into this, to be fair. So it might have been as just a shit matchup to begin with. Actually,
Cats have a lot of attacks.
that's fair. Actually, Cats would probably do just fine at this if weirdly. I think scenario starts being a problem, though, to be
Yeah,
fair.
but I think Cats do a lot worse into Osram.
Yes, probably.
So I think that's the thing. Cats have a problem against Osram, and this list doesn't.
I think Cats, you just gotta go for the kill.
Have the end of the turn for
Yes.
Merc Boss. So that's 2-0.
Yep, 2-0.
And so, you're Yuan. What do you do here now? How do you solve this? You have like a nice 180 degree of enemy.
Drag. So many Okay.
You've lost your main caster kill piece. How do you go into the tank? How do you fix this? Do you like...
Right, so the legends have sidestep.
Yeah?
So I think we can... Honestly, I would probably go for... Well, you're gonna have to go for some kind of bullshit kill. There's the TLDR. Now... How would we go about this? So, I'm not sure that guy has D-Cell, but Thexus has D-Cell. I'm going to go with the assumption that he does, but...
Yes, he's camping 3, so he has to spend 3, and that's...
Okay.
That's a D-cell. So he's measuring out if the Korea can get into the zone without taking any free strikes.
Yes. Not sure. Okay, that's not the move of someone who's in deep shit. Okay, I think what you do is you probably go for an Electro Leap at one of the models and bounce it onto Thexus for starters with Orin.
Yeah.
Okay, that's because that does a fair bit.
That's a
chunk it down.
power 10. Boosted power 10. And
That's a
then
boosted power 10.
3 boosted power 8s.
Ice Cream Concede. Okay, well... you could go like, you win this one, friend, but that isn't really interesting. Come on, we need our blood sport. I think the main problem is, as you said, if the Mammoth had Quicken, we can start doing some bullshit.
Like
but
trample up, clear the lane, trample up,
yeah,
do stuff. But
yes,
I don't see the play there.
Okay, I gotta also work out where Makeda is again. She keeps moving. Oh no, she's way out of position as well. So
no, she's in the middle of everything. So
yeah,
she could have been a lot of aggressive.
Yeah, it's well, you can, and then you get killed by drudges. It's really hard. So I think one of the problems here is that Gladiator is semi out of position as well. Like, I'd like that Gladiator to be there-ish, like where Johan just pointed. But oh well, that happens. The problem with Thexus is that saying like, I really wish it's in that spot doesn't matter when your opponent's just like, yeah, cool, you're not like in that spot anymore. In fact, you're like 4 to 8 inches away from that spot. Because Thexus also has Dominate, don't forget. Oh, no.
Dominate doesn't work.
What is it? No, not Dominate. Rampager.
Rampager.
Does he still have Rampager? Well, whatever.
I have no idea. I've never seen him use it.
Well, I don't play Hordes. I play Real Factions and Kador.
I play Hordes. I've never seen him use it.
I mean, he tends to die if he uses it, so it's just like, yes, I have Rampager. Let me see, because I know he used to have it. He does have Rampager. Huh, look at that.
Still, it doesn't matter at all. Hey. So now we're seeing Makeda. No, this is Oring going in there. Right? No, that's Makeda.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna Alright, Tort, fuck you, mate.
What does Tort want?
Pro knowledge from the commentary. Yes, we know good stuff about shit factions.
I know a lot about Legion. I don't know very much about Skorne because the only Skorne player I play against is a newer player, so I don't know.
I've played against someone for the longest time was like, Cats is not a very good list, and I'm like, oh my god. Sure. I was a double 1 on something, which is not what you want to be rolling. That's a 4 on something, equally not what you'll be rolling. Okay. I'm assuming that was Orin Arc Lightning.
No, Makeda is clearing the lane.
Was that Makeda?
Yeah, she's using the Mammoth to kill stuff.
Oh, Jackhammer, right, okay. So, yay. Yesterday, Mercs was the 3rd best faction, now it's a shit faction. Well, look at how many garbage people are here. Look at how many of them. There's like 50 garbage people.
And I just want to say that that's an opinion of Vedding. That's not an opinion of, like, a good player. So, yes. Everyone... Yeah, what's the 3rd best faction?
I said it was Kador, but I actually really think it's a mix of Kador, Ret, and Mercs. I'd say Crix and Signa are top, because, surprise, surprise.
And then all 3 of them.
I was going to say Kador, because, Kador bias, because someone put me on the spot and said, well, fuck, I guess I gotta say it now. I actually think Ret might be better, but I also think just having a couple of the Australian guys just had a debate, like, are there nothing but shit players outside of Australia? It's just really embarrassing. Come on, guys. Opinions of Loud Chris do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Australia as a whole, but, well, fuck you guys.
My opinion are my own. Fuck you guys.
No. My opinion is, god damn it.
So now we're seeing the Kreia going in.
The Kreia boosting hit and boosting damage. No, wait, the Krayer is going in. I guess he figured out that he can thread the needle. That is fair-ish.
Like, he's in the zone, he's contesting that.
Okay,
so he can stop bleeding points on his turn. But
I'm not sure how all of this... Okay, I'm not sure how all of this plays. I think Johan wants to stall for one more turn and hopefully get a better, like... Assassination run. That would be, like, the play here, because you can't win on attrition at this point. Well, you probably couldn't win on attrition to begin with. You'd have to literally get the best Makeda feat ever twice in a row. I think one thing, actually, that Johan probably made a mistake with is not being aggressive with Oren, because I don't think you actually give a shit if they go for the spells on thing. Like, there's too many drudges in the way, and Oren doesn't need a stealth at all, so Oren should spend the entire game lightning bolt, this basically screaming lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
But once he got second against this list, I think he's screwed.
Yeah.
Here. Like, spread the net, it's very easy to go 2-3 on spread the net.
Should Christopher change his name to Christian? Well, no, because Christopher is spelled incorrectly to begin with. Should be PH right there. There were 3 Skorne players in the winning ETC team. They can't be that bad. Yeah, okay.
No, that's true.
That is true.
They have some tough matchups.
I will agree. I'm not sure how that they couldn't be that... They can't be that bad, but clearly also only one of them could play cats, which is the only list I actually know or care about. But they have Rasheth, which is fine.
Rasheth, and they have a lot of very shooty lists that can do stuff.
Yeah.
Not to say anything, but it was the Germans that walked in with a really good team.
Well, it was actually... It was 4 Germans and what was it? Martian, yes.
The Dawn.
Yep.
So it was really good players. They were the best players there, and the Swedes punted their game against them so hard.
Yep.
Ridiculously hard.
Well, you guys are good at that, eh?
No, we're good at losing to Australians. That's our secret skill.
Yeah, it's pretty good, eh? I'm quite happy with that.
I still remember you shooing out Dylan for losing in...
oh, yeah. Oh, you seen the meme? It was like, why 14-1? Why not 15-0?
Yes.
That was the best.
Because I killed him. That's why you're 14-1.
Yeah. Yeah, so realistically, the thing with Skorne is that... Guess what? That January fix was a pretty good fix, and Winds of Death is better than people thought it was. In part because it could take the Adamantrax.
Yeah, but... Soon, this is a case of someone dropping a brick breaker into an infantry span. Like,
yes.
When you drop the wrong list, you get destroyed.
Oh, this is actually indicative of, I know, how Johan fields Skorne list, which is basically like 99% of the time you're playing cats. And 1% of the time you gotta play for some weird shit that people will see.
No, this is an assassination list, and he threw away his assassination potential.
Yeah.
So, like, either he should have pushed up Moloch to the middle of the table and feeded and protected Moloch with all his infantry models.
Yes.
Or he shouldn't have, and then he just...
Well, I think the thing is Moloch possibly still dies, even with that.
I don't think he does.
Okay. Well, we could go with some things, right? So, I think possibly we could have gone with... So, realistically, what I think Johan would want to do is stall for time, right?
Yeah. Then you back off a couple of inches. Don't send in random stuff.
This is probably, just now that I think about, just horrendous on 5 different levels, because, like, the scenario is not what you want to see against Thexus if your goal is basically to, like, stall for a bit. And because the longer the game goes, the actual, like... From personal experience, Thexus does have problems with shit like mammoths, because eventually he runs out of ways to actually meaningfully damage it. But in this case, it's not going to matter so because of the
scenario.
The scenario. It's too live. So in that case, he has to go for the kill, but then he can't go for the kill until about turn 3 to 4 because of just the drudge population that's there. There's like 1 million drudges in Drudge City.
Yep. Drudges are in the way everywhere.
Yeah.
So...
And he has a really hard time stalling on scenario as a result of that. And look how many drudges around that flag, so he can't even defensively score to try and stop it too. I'm thinking that he just rolled the scatter.
Moloch is scattering... no, Mammoth, I mean. Mammoth is scattering, trying to kill the solo so he doesn't out-lose on scenario.
Yeah. I was thinking that the Legends would go in there and start chopping face, but clearly, like... Well, I mean, the turtle, the mammoth has to do that. So he's not, like, Johan will stop the scoring this turn. So he basically needs to, next turn, not give 3 points to Thexus, which seems very hard. Because Thexus will get at least...
Impossible. It seems impossible.
Well, it will basically come down to whether he can contest that flag or not. Yeah, here comes the gladiator. Okay, so that was that the mammoth's activation? That was really low impact.
Yeah, it killed a lot of drudges up top.
Okay, well, that clearly is still low impact, because I'm seeing drudges on the table.
But yeah, so we're having a fun time commentating.
Hey, I love this shit-talking stuff, it's great. I get to act... Yeah.
One shot. Where do you think Legion is in your power scale?
My power scale, they're lower middle. The main problem is, right, they got oracles, and I think the Children of Dragon getting access to Proteus and shit is, like, nice-ish, but
No,
I really...
not Proteus.
Oh, sorry, Azrael. Oh, Azrael, and I guess they get Zuriel due to sympathy.
But nobody cares about Zuriel.
Correct. So, my main issue with Legion is basically their Warbeast spam is... I mean, their ability to spam, like... Oh, wow, that's a pretty good job from Orin.
Yeah, that's what Orin does.
Yeah, he should have been doing that last turn as well. You need every model killing. Basically, gotta kill fast and bullets too slow is how do you play against Thexus. If anyone gets that reference.
I don't.
Well, then you guys need to be cultured more about dumb internet memes. Which is basically how Australians communicate, in case you weren't aware of. Okay, but Legion, I don't particularly like Ravens of War, which is not a great thing. Legion are a really weird spot in general. I like they have a lot of good models. Like, I like their Throne now. I like their Angelius and Nephilim theme. Well, okay, Angelius have always been good. It's just different scales of good, whether they suit the meta or not. I think their Carnivian chassis as a whole needs a rework. Yes. Specifically their Scythians, which is like the most like what the fuck model ever. It reminds me of Beasto 9 a lot, but it's somehow worse.
But yeah, so we're...
As I said, I'd say lower middle, because I don't really would put a number, because like it's more like they're probably around they're better than Trolls, and they're worse than Skorne now, so they're about the same as Circle. They feel like they've lost their place.
Okay.
I actually put them better as Circle, because I think that they're more suited for the current environment. Simple fact also is that they lost access, like they lost a lot of their early like horror potential from Lilith 3, who's just sort of dropped off.
Yeah, that's just because Lilith 3 loses to Haley 2.
Correct.
So
it's also, well, not even just that, like, she loses to a lot of lists she used to fucking stomp, like, she used to be good in Decador, and then she basically lost that when it's like, oh, cool, now now the amount of Cador casters that can play in the Legion is, like, dramatically better because of Winterguard command. Okay, Johan, how the fuck are you not gonna lose next turn?
We don't know. We have given up on this table.
Yeah, fair enough.
I gave up about 10 minutes ago. I'm sorry, people in the stream. So now we're just gonna talk shit while they move around models here.
Yep.
Because as far as I can see, he's not contesting the flag up top.
I don't think he's even killed that, so I'm pretty sure he just immediately loses next turn when that Kreo dies, and one of the X number of things kills his Gremlin Swarm up the bottom there.
Or he TKs. No, but if he scores in Johan's turn, he doesn't need to.
Oh yeah, sure. Then he needs one
TK.
He needs 1 point then.
He needs to TK the Kreia.
Mm.
And I don't know, but Thexus got some kind of.
He's got some moves.
He got some moves.
He could even free strike and sack all the models and melee with the Kreia. Actually, doesn't need to. The Kreia's not engaged because guess what? That Drudge is knocked down.
Yep.
Yep. Seems good. Okay. What are we talking about?
We were talking about Legion and how
a faction unplayable faction I don't care about.
Okay.
I think one of the issues is
I think Legion is pretty weak in Decatur right now.
I'd agree. I think,
and that's a problem. But okay, that's the handshake. Hooray!
Yay!
Way! Victory for the Mercs by Scenario win.
Can you get a new thing on there saying like I can see like some kind of like just concede machine? Here we are.
I probably could.
Yeah.
But
We could have like getting wrecked. You know how is this? You underestimate Skorne. Well, he's just won, so it lost. So. Yes. Well, alright, that looked a bit weird. There we go. Tyrannosaurus wrecked.
But then it shouldn't be the Mercs.
Yeah, it should
This
be.
is gonna be-
Skorne put in their place, as they should be. Skornerks. Yes. Furry, I mean, I guess we'll join us next time when we shit talk more about how bad Legion is.
Yes, that's the recurring thing here.
Yeah. I think when it comes down to it is that Legion sort of don't have a nicely fitting package of themes and stuff apart from maybe Oracles. And Oracles